Hi, this is Maria from SAS, and in this tutorial we're going to learn how to add a web pop step to an existing path. Now, a web pop step is something that we would use if we want the operators to go to an external website and, for example, give your callers further information, schedule an appointment, place an order, etc. So let's click on Campaigns from the menu on the left, and then under your active campaigns, click on the details icon to the far right of the campaign you'd like to edit. Then in the upper right corner, you'll click Edit Your Script, and that will open the Call Script Builder. And once that opens, we're going to navigate to the path where we'd like to include the web pop. We're going to add it to this path, calling for pricing. So instead of having the operators take a message, they'll be popping out to your website and seeing if they can provide the caller with the information they're requesting. We're going to do that by adding the web pop at the end of the path here in place of the closing. Now, we're doing that at the end. However, a web pop can also come at the beginning of a path. So let's click on the step prior to the closing regarding 1. And then from the next step drop-down menu here, we're going to select this dash icon at the very top and then click Save in the lower left corner. That tells the Call Script Builder that we want to add a new step. So click on New Step. Then from the step drop-down menu on the right, we're going to select Web Pop and click Continue. You can see here's our blank web pop step. So we have step label, text, and URL. Each of them we need to fill out. So we'll have the step label match the rest of our path. We're going to do web pop 1. The suffix is 1 for everything else. Now we're going to type in some text for the operator. Okay. So we've added some instruction there. This is what they're going to say to the caller. And then we want to include instructions for the operator separated out from what they're saying to the caller. So we're going to do that by including some coding. And if you're not sure what I'm doing here with the coding, you can check out the article, Color Coding Your Call Script, and that will help you to understand what the letters in parentheses mean and what they'll do in the operator's view of the script. So we've added a couple of line breaks. Now we're going to create some text in red. And we'll say, and now we want this particular text to appear in green and then in quotations. Great. So now we have a note for what the operators are going to say to the caller, and then some information here on what the operator should do when they get to your website. So try and give the caller the information they want, and if the caller has advanced questions, state, "That's a great question. Unfortunately, I don't have that information," etc. And in the URL, you would include your URL. We're going to click Save in the lower left corner. So now we have our web pop step here with an asterisk on the right. We're going to click this. What the asterisk means is that the web pop is going to be a logic option step. So we need to add options for the operators to close the call. So we'll click on View Options in the lower left corner of the step. Then we're going to add 3 options. The first one will be if the operator was able to provide the caller with information. So pricing provided, and then click Add on the right. The second one will be if the caller needs a call back. The operator was unable to assist them. And then the third option is going to be if the website is down. Now this option will belong in every particular web pop step, in every closing, because it is possible that if we pop out to a website, it won't be active or somehow there will be an error message. So we want to make sure we include a website down option. Click Add on the right. Now we have our 3 options listed, and we're going to just close out this pop-up. Click Save in the bottom left corner, and this will repopulate. So now you can see our web pop step followed by the 3 options we just included. Now if you expand each, you'll see a red dot with New Step next to them. And now we're going to add our closing statements. So we're going to click on New Step under Pricing Provided, then select Closing from above the asterisks. Click Continue. And now we're going to do Closing, and we're going to add Pricing Provided to reflect what happened at the end of this particular path. So then we'll include a little note here that says, thank you for calling and have a nice day. Okay, now our call result is going to reflect again what happened at the end of this particular path. So we're just going to say pricing provided and click save. Now when this repopulates, you'll see a green dot instead of a red dot. So this is how you know we have our closing step intact, a green dot. Now we're going to click on needs callback, click on new step here, and just as we did before, you're going to select closing, continue. So we'll do closing, call back, oops. And then we've already said to the caller, if you recall from the instructions that we included for the operator, that's a great question, I don't have that information, but I'll pass your message along. So now we can say, just something simple here. I'll have someone get back to you soon. Thanks for calling and have a nice day. Now our call result again is going to reflect the end of this path here. So the call result will be needs call back. And then we'll click save. And now our website down. Our website down path is going to be a little bit different than the other closings that we've just added, because what we want to do is include an option for the operator in case the website's down and there's an error message that they receive. We want to notate that error. That will give you an idea of what's going on with your website in case there's something that we need to troubleshoot. So instead of clicking on web pop when we click on our new step, we're going to click on free text instead. So click on free text here and then click continue. Now our step label and our field name are both going to be the same, and we're going to label them Why Web Down. And now in the text area, we're going to include some instruction for the operator. They're not actually going to say this to the caller. This is just for them to do on their own. So in red, CSR. So we're telling the operator to document any error that they received from your website. Now we also want to click large text box down here, just in the event that there's a really large error message and we want to be able to capture the whole thing. So we'll click large text box, and then we're going to click save in the bottom left corner. And now at this point, we're going to add our closing step. So we'll click on new step, and then we're going to click closing. And this is going to be closing website down. So now what we want to do is let the caller know that we've gone to the website, not that there was an error, but that we are just performing some website maintenance. It sounds a little bit better than letting the caller know that there's something wrong with the website. So we're going to say, I'm sorry. And then we want to address the caller by their first name. So I'm sorry, first name, our IT team is currently performing website maintenance, etc., etc. Thanks for calling and have a nice day. And our call result is going to again be what happened at the end of this path here. So we want to let you know that the website is down. And that's it. We're going to click save. So if we expand the plus signs again next to everything, we have each of our separate closings. So we have a closing if the pricing was provided, a closing if the pricing was not provided and the caller needs a call back, and a closing in case the website was down, including an option for the operator to document any error that they received from the website. So that is all that we have to do. You have added the web pop step, you've created distinct closings, and you're all set. If you have any questions, definitely give support a call. Otherwise, good luck using your call script builder.